Ladies and gentlemen, I have seen you in the pre-stream chat room. Please do let me know if my audio is all right. Let me know if everything's sounding good and how you're feeling. Many of you in pre-stream chat, and that is a wonderful, wonderful thing to see. Oh, hello. You're all typing. You're all saying hello to each other, which is very, very wonderful. Hello, everybody. Hello. I see some of you are seeing me now. Do let yes, with the audio, let me know if the I've got a little backing track behind me, and yeah, hopefully it's not too loud. Oh my, I'm just I get a little overwhelmed almost. Happy 4th of July, of course, to all of you, really. I mean, regardless of where you are in the world, why not find an excuse to celebrate? I think. A toast, perhaps. Ha. And a happy Independence Day, a merry 4th of July, and a wonderful, wonderful Tuesday, indeed. From Oregon, from Oldenburg. Hello. Yes. All these familiar faces and familiar names. I'm going to put the chat over here so it doesn't look like I'm looking off into the void. Oh, you're beautiful. There you are. We got Portsmouth. That's it. Hello to everyone from everywhere. This is, of course, the standard part of the stream where people let me know about their wonderful origins, and I can barely keep up. Hellacious week, looking for some relief. Well, I hope just for a brief moment, you can maybe not forget about it, but yeah, find some relief. Audio is very nice, very good, very wonderful. Many people from the States. That is absolutely wonderful. Wonderful. A happy 4th of July. Oh, thank you very much, Daisy. Thank you. Hey, Golden. Hello. Cape Town and Denmark and Minnesota and Washington and Fantuanlandia. Very nice. California and Southern California specifically. When am I coming back to the US? Oh, now isn't that the question? I wish I had a more definitive answer for you, but good question. Hopefully soon. Well, always with the cryptic answers. It always has to be this way. There was there was a time when when I was younger particularly, where we'd get, you'd have a bit more of like this pre-filter before it gets to me, but now I'm sort of, big and all in charge. Oh my, what in the world? Billy B, wow, thank you very much for the $100. Yeah, so I do that filtering for you guys so that I don't say something and then 39 years old, and the reason I want to start my career as an opera singer. Alejandro, I wish you the best of luck, and I sincerely believe in you. Have fun. That's the most important thing. It's going to be nerve-wracking. It's going to be difficult, but I hope that you enjoy it. It can be difficult when you're in the thing to enjoy it, but. And Billy, happy 4th. Thank you again. I'm going to try and catch up with the chat. You've that's it's a lot of cash. Thank you. Tell us about your metal music. How did you know I would be able to single that chat out of the whole thing? Watanabe, Mayumi, cheering me on in Japan. Thank you. Wow, that is really, really cool. There's so many people from so many diverse and wonderful backgrounds here that always warms my heart. It always makes me so happy. And for the 10, thank you, Linda. Thank you very, very much. Thank you, everybody. I have no idea what to say. I'm just here. No, yeah, I have about 90 minutes spread across 7 little projects of heavy metal, like really some of it is very heavy music. That most of it is very heavy, actually. I will say that I just it kind of just flew out of me. It flung out of me. Who knows? But yeah, I've been. It's I have no production acumen or particular it's I'm playing guitar and bass. There are two of them that I'm singing on. Singing being a very kind word for what occurs on these tracks. It's the drums are programmed, and that's because I can't fit a drum kit in here yet, not yet. Do I heavy metal? Norma, thank you very, very much. Thank you, I really appreciate that. Thank you. And Miriam, so happy to see you. I am very, very happy to see you. Thank you for the super chat, as they call it on here. Like Meatloaf, not quite like Meatloaf. It's a little harsher, a little more extreme. Miss hearing me say, you'll hear much of it. Believe me. When can I get by request in a store? I wish again that I had a straight answer for you there, but at the moment it's obviously still available through Artist Share. But your heart is the best. 5-year-old grand. Well, thank you, Abigail, and thank you, Terry. That's wonderful. Oh my goodness. Tina, thank you very, very much. And Nomia, oh my, first joyful thing. Hey, well, I'm glad to be here for you. That's it means a lot that I can be here for you in a time like this, Nomia. Rebecca, thank you very much. Thank you for being you. Oh, I didn't realize some guy who was on this one. I always forget about the harmony tracks. Tails Up Fishing. Thank you very, very much. Gosh, let me all your tattoo. I don't have any tattoos yet. I have thought about getting a tattoo, but I've been very thoroughly convinced not to. And it's finding the time, finding the right. It's if you're gonna do it, you have to do it super, super right. Otherwise, you'll I don't want to say regret it, but because Miriam, thank you again. Thank you very, very much. Goodness gracious, thank you, and Colleen, thank you. I missed the Twitch streams. Hey, I did a little post in the ancient Discord, just kind of about it. But yeah, I think about you guys every day. I think about you guys every day. And Haley, thank you very, very much. Thank you so much for the super chats, people. I really appreciate it. No tattoos. We've got some people who are... See, if I were to get one, it wouldn't be one that most people see. I think it would probably be on my calf, most likely, and it would be of a Daruma, which those of you who've been to the live shows, you know how significant they are to me and my career and my life outside of music. So, and yeah, a lot of people in the community, which is a wonderful thing to be able to say that there is a community around this beautiful little silly thing. This art is such a funny thing, and music and singing, and to have people come and listen to what I'm talking about right now because of that. Mwah, beautiful. But some people in the community have had the tattoos for the FTBA and stuff from albums and stuff that didn't make it to album, which is kind of even it's to me it's a huge honor. It's so incredible. It's teeny tiny ones. They do little tiny, but I worry that they bleed and kind of fade quite quickly with the tiny, very thin ones. Christine, thank you. Alejandro, I'm a tattoo. I see everyone's. What a coincidence! I'll fly out and. Well, thank you. I will absolutely keep that in mind. Thank you, my friend. And Colleen, thank you very much. Oh gosh, it's a tree. Wasif. Wonderful, wonderful to have you here. What is going on? What is happening? I wasn't quite expecting this. I don't know. Miss Mini Roll, thank you. You're incredible, Nancy. What is happening? Thank you very much. You guys are wild. You guys are wild. Thank you. Mary Alice, Jackson, watching this one, he's your biggest fan. He would love to see you sing live. So when is your next concert? I do. Oh, it's again so hard for me to say. You'll be the first people to know. As soon, I will keep note of you. Frankly, that's a wonderful, wonderful message. And hello to Jackson. Yes, I did read that right. Oh my goodness, Deborah. Thank you. Your singing makes my heart soar. Your presence, your being here, your support, that makes my heart soar. All of this, I mean, I could not possibly keep up with the incredible positivity and want. Oh, I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna start crying. Linda, thank you so much. What are my novels about? Oh no. One of them is I will give like one word basically. One of them is an isekai, which is I'm gonna just kind of scrap and reuse a bunch of that because it's kind of like there are good ideas there, but it just needs so much work. And then one of them is about it's technically about fertility. There you go. So that's all I'll say. Stream didn't start automatically. Oh dear. Sometimes yeah, it does happen. But hey, glad you're here now. I'm glad you are here now. Christmas album will live on forever. Thank you. I've got a few copies of that in actually a funny story. A few copies of that sitting around. That that one was surprising. You know, never mind. Dating anyone? Not currently. Thank you for the question. Anita, thank you very much for the 9, and Tails Up Fishing, thank you for the 20. Goodness me. Oh my. Yes, so if when Christmas does come around, though it does seem a little silly to be talking about Christmas in July, but that's all. It's good to start preparing early, I think. Astrid, thank you very much. Thank you again. Thank you for everything. Thank you for being here. Anyone who donates, I super appreciate it. Anyone who can't, or if you don't want to, that is totally reasonable. Just being here, or it's I can't possibly express to you. Terry, Abigail said hi back to you. She is so excited. You said hi to her. You're amazing, and you are led. Wish I could continue. Well, thank you. I appreciate, like I was just saying, I appreciate you being here at all. Like it's been. I think a lot about the journey and where I've been and it's hard to really even begin, right? Because there's so much that's happened. 10 years. It's not particularly in the cosmic scale of the universe and all. It's not a terribly long time, but so much can happen. So much. So very much. Try and write Christmas Lad. Oh man. Feels like eternities ago. Chris, how many things you keep busy with? I wish that they showed more. Do you wake up with a goal for the day? It really depends. Sometimes, if it's usually dependent on if there's a particular thing that I feel needs to be accomplished. But usually things just strike me. I'm very it's hard for me to have that get up and go without a particular passion, and passion for me just strikes out of nowhere. It is it's wacky. It's wacky, like catching lightning in a bottle. What has tattoos? I'm not keen on them. Very impressive. Hold it's you know, whether you're into the idea of putting art on a body, you know, you must admit that much of the art, the actual art of tattooists and tattoo artists, rather, I should say, is really very impressive. Not even considering that it's going on a non, you know, not a flat surface. So it's a very, very impressive. Alice Tucker, I don't think I said thank you, but you are equally as wonderful. Thank you. You are 1, 2, 3, 4. Thank you very, very much. Hype. Thank you, bringing it in, and Miss D. Thank you. Yeah, every time I like scroll, there's like a whole. Oh man, there's like a whole new. I just this is. I feel like I could do this for like the next eon. Just chatting to you guys and answering the questions, seeing what the people are saying. From Turkey, hello. Is that hello, B, hello. Yes, I saw the name. Oh, hello. Oh yes, your favourite indeed. This one's become a real favourite of mine. For the part that it played in my life at the time, for the way that it feels to sing it, it's really nice. Interview yesterday was an absolute joy. Did you manage to watch Lewis Capaldi at Glastonbury yet? I actually haven't. I haven't watched it yet. I have been sent it. I think I've been described it now like multiple times, to the point where I feel like I don't need to, but I will watch it because. And I'll probably cry while watching it. Oh my goodness, I can't even keep up with the super chats, let alone the chat itself. You guys are spoiling me, absolutely spoiling me. Thank you, Tiger. Thank you, B2. From a shy 17-year-old young man to now you've grown so much. Thank you for continuing to bless me. Thank you for being here to see this funny little thing that I do. You know, it means the world to me that people care, that people want art still. You know, in the crazy digital age where you can have anything and do anything, we still value like this human-made kind of stuff. It's very special to me. Very, very special to me. And Linda, I said Tiger, I think I said Linda, but thank you again. Oh man, Terry, thank you for the congratulations. Thank you. I hope that you have been enjoying it or are enjoying it. I hope that people enjoy it for some time to come. Goodness me. And Berith, thank you. Callie Bean, thank you. What's going on? Thank you guys. Norma, thank you. Hello from Japan, I love your voice. Hello from the UK, I love you. You are so intelligent, did you intend college? Trust me, the egotist to pick out the comment that says you are so intelligent, of course. I didn't go to university or college. I didn't even go to sixth form, which is sort of I don't know how it exactly compares to an American schooling system or other schooling systems in general. But no, I kind of I replaced that with going on TV and doing this eventually, which is just wild and crazy and weird. And I would not trade it for anything ever. That's this you know, I live the good life. You know, you guys. Oh man, Jan, thank you very much. Thank you. Hi to Turkey and to you and your family, of course. Hello. I hope that you are well and safe and having a wonderful, wonderful day, evening, night, morning, whatever time it is. How's mum and dad? Where the family's pulling through. It's, you know, we I was thinking something today. I'm kind of workshopping it, but you know, it's just the idea that someone's always going to be, you know, sadder than you. You know, someone's always going to have a worse off situation than you are, and so it's the collective job of humankind is to make sure that going forward, right, the people who come after you, they always have a better situation. I think that's like the minimum we could do. If we're not gonna, you know, do the crazy revolution stuff that would fix, you know, the world is such a complex system. That's you know, that's the unfortunate reality. And yeah, being exposed to so much, you see it from every perspective. It's wild. It is a wild thing. Carol Brown, love you too. Love you too. I saw some people giving their love in the chat as well, and I do love you all very much. Whew. Just as adorable now as your sweet 17-year-old self. Thank you very much. But that's a funny one. I am, you know, I sometimes I've said it quite a few times, I think, but sometimes I do wonder if, like, there are like core parts of that guy who's still here, but am I the overall overarching thing? Is that me? I don't know, man. I don't know. You know, I think that obviously you have to accept everything. You have to accept the whole kit and caboodle as you travel through this wonderful, wonderful thing called life. Thousand Oaks, please come back. I would love to. I would love to. Jacqueline, God, thank you. And Glennis, love you lots. Love you too. Thank you. Thank you very much. Goodness gracious. Look how much you've learned. That I think is what it's all about. Still positive. It's just because I shaved. Am I playing any video games? I've been weirdly. I've been playing. Do you got Pictocross, right? Which is like just about a video game, right? It's like nonograms, I think, is another word for it, where you have like numbers and you try and fill in a grid. It's like Sudoku, but with like, instead of numbers, it's on and off, like a black pixel or a white pixel. It's so hard to describe without just showing you. I'm watching that. Bethany, thank you. I do deeply appreciate that. And Sharon, love you, Jonathan. You're a bright light in our lives. You are the heavens above me. You know, it's when I look in this chat, it is like looking up into the sky and seeing the boundless heavens. All of the stars are lit up above me. You people are so fantastic. What? Happy 4th of July. It's like seeing the fire. I should have linked it to the fireworks, but yeah. Happy 4th of July. Happy 4th of July. Yeah, my ukulele. I haven't played it in quite a long time. I'm a little afraid to at the moment. Those who know. He's in hospital in a minute. She can't speak. Kano, thank you very much. I mean, sharing that with me means an awful lot to me. That it's, you know, the music can. Gosh, I'm not even sure what to say, but thank you for sharing that with me, Kano the kid. Thank you. Thank you, Haven. Thank you. Queensreich, or Queensreich. I can't speak. Oh, my tongue. Queensreich. Yeah. Some silent lucidity. That would be pretty cool. How is Mrs. Fox these days? Absolutely wonderful. She's been bringing her child. She's had, we think a new baby, who is just wonderful and beautiful and precious. Any big fight? So I haven't even checked. I knew I would be here with all of you wonderful people. I didn't even think about what would be happening around me, frankly. Cool. No toilets. Canada is missing you. Yeah, it's been such a strange thing with touring, because of the way that I I do shows. I guess, you know, it's It's expensive. It's difficult to get the right people out there, and difficult to get the right sort of team together, and still, have it be. And I hate that this has to be like even a factor, but financially responsible or reasonable to do something like a big tour. It's crazy. The music industry, the cost of doing stuff in general has gone up so much. So, it's all I want is to be with you people, right? All I want is to come and do my thing and speak with you and sing with you and share this blessed, wonderful life with you, right? But reality is a harsh mistress, I suppose. How's the garden? Oh man, the garden. Also, Courtney Webster, you're amazing as always. You are amazing as always. Thank you very, very much. Thank you for that. The garden indeed, though, is quite something. We have these raised beds, and we've had compost in them. We had tomato plants in them last year, and they did really well, and they took over everything. And we had so many tomatoes, it was ridiculous. Tomatoes coming out of our ears. Ears, I said. And so this year we've reused the beds, but we've had to shear them up because at first the foxes would just go in them and just play. They loved it. They would put things in, they would dig things out that were hidden in there. It was, kind of wonderful for them, but Sally Ann, love to you and the family as always. I mean, that the exact same sentiment goes right back. All our love to you and to the family, or our love, that is, the family Antoine and everyone here. And GD, oh man, GD, I have a whole thing. I have to get to it. Which is, so we have these races with the foxes, and we've put like nettings over the top. They still get in, but we've just decided we'll let nature be nature. We have incurred this wrath, and so we must live with it. We put in a bunch of different things, a few. Gosh, what did we even put in? I know we put in a fair few onions. We put in carrots, stuff like that, and then we noticed that all of these tiny little shoots that we definitely hadn't planted, just hundreds of them, were coming up out of the soil, and that part turned out to be all of the tomatoes that had dropped into the soil and had been, because they were covered by the foliage, they had been able to compost into the soil, had grown, and so we just have it's going to be extra, and we also planted more tomatoes, thinking that we wouldn't get as many this year. So yeah, this is Mary Nelson spending the afternoon with you and all the phantoms, heaven on earth. That's it, exactly. My sentiments precisely. Nomia. I took your lead in 10k steps since January. The stress is not so good, but down 35 pounds and feeling a lot better. That is a wonderful, wonderful special thing. Thank you, Mary Ann. Thank you, Nomia, Kanomia, Ganomia. Yeah. So and we also have a big pot of potatoes that is growing. But yes, GD. So if you have a phobia of insects that extends to the point where seeing them on screen will upset you, I do actually have a show and tell for you today. I did bring a little show and tell, but I couldn't bring them in, so I got a little picture on GD. A species of caterpillar appeared, and I have a video of the caterpillars, but it's a little it's long, and it would be a whole ordeal to show it. So I have a picture of them after they have gone into their chrysalises. So if you have that particularly bad phobia, please do look away now. Here they come. I will let you know when it's safe. Here they are in their cocoons, as you can see, and some of them are out of their cocoons. Isn't that pretty cool? These I identified them as apple ermines because they are on an apple tree. They're not like the best thing, but they're not super dangerous or super harmful as far as I can tell. And they are super cool. And so I think for like the past several weeks now, I've just been monitoring them, having a look every day. I walk up the garden and I look on the leaves, and it's still not safe to look, by the way, because a few days ago now, I went out there in the morning and I saw upon there one of these. Look at that! There were two of them, and in that they're just these beautiful little fellows. Nice, like white with little polka dots, and I felt very proud. I felt like I'd cultivated them in a strange way. So I wanted to show you all. But they are apple ermine moths, or ermine moths. They're really cool. Yeah. So yeah, that's my show and tell for the day. Oh my. Yeah, so I do wish that I had seen more of them, like, emerging, but I think that would have been a pretty difficult thing to spot without just sort of sitting at the back of the garden and waiting all day, which, it's not my ideal, not my favourite thing, but it is a thing that I'm liable to do, to be fair. Extra protein in the apples. Yeah, GD did not have a great year for apples. We actually have now a second apple tree, which, good for the pollination of the flowers. That one has aphids on it, unfortunately. There's a tree that's actually next to GD that gets a really bad aphid infection, but it never spreads usually onto the apple tree, but it's gone, there are some random ones on the other apple tree. So, but we just, we don't use, we obviously don't use pesticides and stuff. We just want to, let it be in that sort of way. Backyard harvest is shared with many critters. It's, I have been. They're behind the screen at the moment. It would be a treacherous move to attempt to retrieve one at present. But yeah, I've been playing a lot of my guitars. I was saying earlier, I've got about 90 minutes of this heavy metal stuff. Let me play you 1 second of it. You probably couldn't even hear that, but oh, horrible. There you go. Anyone who had fallen asleep to the stream, good morning. What is the new apple tree called? It doesn't have a name yet. I don't usually name the wildlife. It was for some reason GD. I'm not going to say spoke to me because I will sound even crazier than I usually do, which is quite the effort. Ladybugs, yeah, we've considered, because I know I think you can quite literally buy ladybirds or ladybugs, depend upon where you are in the world. We've considered it. We've just never gone through with it, right? But we do get ladybirds, ladybugs out here. It's just, they've got to find their way over to the aphids. I'm just scrolling up in the chat. Do they eat tomato? Yeah, unfortunately, they do not eat tomatoes. They have eaten, chomped on, and they do this. So you can see in the caterpillar picture. I won't pull it up just in case there is anyone who, but you can see they make a webbing. They make like a web, and they put all this web across the tree, and they they eat leaves in a weird way, where they like dry them out. I don't get. They're so fascinating. It's all this wildlife in the garden is just fascinating, and seeing the Mrs. Fox with her baby, and then who might be like her like boyfriend or what, like I don't know about the habits or whatever. Just seeing the little snippets of that life is really very precious. I think really very precious. Love to the family. Thank you, Tina. Thank you. Yeah. The container. Hey, some people enjoying the metal stuff. Ants. Yeah, that is the other thing. I do see the ants come up and feast on them, but I think they sort of have almost a symbiotic kind of thing going on, where the aphids make like a syrup. There's a word for it that I did know at a point, but apparently it is lost to me now. Then the ants eat that rather than the actual. Hello, dear friend. Hello, Diane. Hello. Yeah, they milk them. It's not quite a milk, but it's something. The metal. Ginger by your hairdresser. Yeah, that it's that kind of rules. That kind of rules. There's some really good female. I think Ginger is a female-led or female singer. There's Spirit Box as well. Spirit Box, very cool. Very cool. We'll see what we can do. See what we can do, Ferran. Come to Vancouver? I'd love to. I would love to come to Vancouver. Thank you very much as well. Thank you. Praying mantis. I don't know. Do we have praying mantis in the UK? Any UK friends? I feel like chipping in on that one. Also, let me know. I think it's at an okay volume, but this track is pretty loud, huh? Compared to some of the other ones. So just let me know. Nashville, Salt Lake City, Utah. I want to. I do desperately want to. Oh goodness, my vocal. Where's that up? Yeah, being out in the garden, it is good for the soul. It is very, very good. Just being outside and away from too much of anything is a poison, right? I think that's sort of how we define loud poisons. It was a bit loud. Thank you. Thank you. It's over now, but I can by like a little bit pull it back up a little bit. Scandinavia, that'd be cool as well. That would be cool. Do love this song. From Japan, good morning. A few people from Japan. Hello, Flynn. Flynn, thank you very, very much. Oh man, that when even was that 2020, 2021 maybe even? It feels like another lifetime. Put 7 dust on the aphids. Is that a little cheeky? Very good, very good. Lisa T, hello from Sacramento, California. You're enjoying a blessing to some. Hope to see you in concert. Blessings always. I hope to provide for you precisely what you would like. I'd love to. I love California, and I'd love to come back. I'd love to come to Sacramento specifically, and of course, blessings to you. Thank you. Yeah, it's not something that people will mostly get to hear. The backing tracks for these songs, so I think it's kind of a nice thing to have in the background while we do our little thing. Different accents. It's been a very long time. It's been a long since I really purposefully. And, you know, I don't. Enjoy it while I can. Really, you're right. That's, you know. Kat, hello, hi. Sonia, thank you very, very much. Thank you. I really appreciate it. I'm scrolling through the chat, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not sure how I would put it out. See, I have no production acumen, and the budget for my metal project is 0. I'm just doing it for fun. So if there's any producers who are amenable to that budget, sure. But you know, it's. I listen to them and I'm like, yeah, I like the ideas and stuff, but the sound leaves much to be desired. What's my favourite song? At the moment to sing, I think I sort of brushed on it earlier, but the one of mine in particular is Deines mein ganzes Herz. For some reason, it speaks to me at the moment. Oh, Billy Bigda. Thank you for inspiring me. Thank you for inspiring me. That's all I can say. Thank you. You're so funny. Well, thank you. Yeah, but my favourite song, like ever, I couldn't say. There's too much music, unfortunately. There's just too much music. Oh, was it drowning me out a little bit? I scrolled. Yeah, that's my fault. Rather than scrolling on the chat, I still had my focus, my activity, my focus on the window playing the tracks. And as I scrolled, I actually turned up the volume. My apologies. My collab with Diane Moore is incredible. Thank you. Did I turn? I hope I haven't. Pam. Granddaughter loves going to heavy metal. Yeah. There was a time in my life, certainly, where the heavy metal concerts were what I was all about. I met lots of very, very wonderful people and made lots of very, very wonderful connections through those days. People in those communities are generally very, very nice. And then you get the odd, you know, one in however many. And you know, I think that's just kind of what happens in life, isn't it? Lots of your thank you. Another of Parla Più. That would be really interesting, I think, because I think my voice has changed a fair bit since that original recording. It will have been 10 or so years, so you know, maybe. Yeah, Omas, yeah. For all the Omas in all the world, I think, you know. Yeah, the arrangements, I'm incredibly blessed. When people come together and we make these things, people really, you know, put some stuff together. Chris Walden, I will say, legendary guy. Shout out. Mary, thank you so much. Again, thank you for all the supers. Like, I don't even know what to say. Thank you. Have I been to see any films recently? I think. Gosh, maybe the last time I went to see a film was a very, very long time ago. Far too long ago, probably. And what was? I'm trying to remember the last movie that I even saw. It probably wouldn't have been a new one, I suppose, if I haven't been to the movies. Well, actually, no, I actually watched Django for the first time yesterday. Weirdly enough, I saw Dune. Yes, actually, was the last one I went to see in the cinema. You are actually correct. I totally forgotten that. Which, considering how much I liked the movie, do you get recognised when you go to places? Very occasionally nowadays. I'm not hard to spot, but it's been many years. So, you know, there's and like particularly locally, well, I know everyone anyway. We're all, we all know each other. So that's a super nice thing. But mentioned working some bit. Can I give you a clue? I spoke to a guy about it today. That won't help you. That's not a helpful clue, but it is a clue. Oh, the version of Unchained Melody is the best ever. Oh, thank you. Yes, but I saw the. I think I can remember like most of the movies that I saw. Star Wars, that the first of the new trilogy, and then I didn't see any of the other ones, and I still haven't. And then I went to the premiere of Florence Foster Jenkins, which is a very good movie, very good, in my opinion. Like a lot of fun, but still told a cool and good story. And then I remember seeing Dune. That's like the chronology of my moviedom. Trey West, thank you very, very much. Thank you. Did you see Top Gun Maverick? I will admit something here. I haven't seen Top Gun, full stop. It came out recently that I hadn't seen The Godfather. Like, yeah, that's just wild. That's a wild thing to even think of. Like, I feel like I know the story, the whole of what from like cultural osmosis, but I haven't actually seen it. Next June coming out soon. Yes, very true, very true. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. Imminent. Well, I think you've conflated a few things. Imminent, massive project. I mean, oh man, do I read a lot still? Less than I was a little while ago, but I've been writing more than I've been reading. Florence was it? Meryl Streep just obliterated that role. She's a queen among queens. Well, what can I say, huh? I need a film list. I do, and the time and the resource. There's all these films now. They're all spread across all these different services too. What is all this about, huh? What is all that about? Do you have a PO box so you can receive? I believe I do. If I don't know the address of it offhand, but I think it's on my socials somewhere. Go find me for that. I just for the metal recording, I just want to keep it, as my thing. If it takes like me going and learning how to produce this stuff, and then maybe it'll take a few years, but I'll do it. I want it to be, because all my work music, which is such a weird, just strange, is very collaborative. It's super collaborative. It's overarching, big and huge. But this is like, it's just me in this room with like my leg up on the desk, like tapping in nonsense into the piano roll to make some funny drums. Oh, you're amazing. Thank you, Matthew. Bicentennial Man, that would be a good one. One I haven't seen, but I've heard so much. Yeah. Chiba, Ohio from Japan. What's it? I would love to come to Japan. I would love to. There's a certain cruise line that I think are going to start doing Japanese, an extension of their route you know. Hint, hint, you know. Hey, thank you, Charlotte. And my sister there has put the PO box in the chat room. So I'm trying to find who was asking now, and I feel quite bad that I can't have your name on hand. Regardless, it's there. Who's this guy? Need some. Very nice. Glad you enjoyed. I get that. Sometimes, you know, each album it feels like I'm a new person in between, right? Obviously I remember being that guy, but it's like I hardly relate to that guy now. It's so it's messed up, man. Down to earth. I flip between being down to earth and having my head in the clouds, and you know, I think that's an okay way to be. It's just about making sure you're the right one for a given situation, right? Yeah, Regres a mí is, love that. Yeah, and you can hear me like just ripping, doing some crazy notes on these harmonies. It's just very quiet. This one's a real creeper, real slow. Music videos in the works. There's something I would like to do. There's something I would very much like to do, but yeah. Much like with all things, again, it is contingent upon many other things. Albums or concerts best? It's really hard to say. I think usually it's concerts, because you know you go out there, you do it, and it's like that's the thing. With an album, you can sit there and obsess endlessly and like twist and turn into a little goblin golem of like, do this again and make it this and you know, it can be like, we haven't ever actually gotten to that point on an album, which is very, very nice, but you know, you can feel that pull sometimes when the situation gets, you know. Do you still love to sing? I think so. Thank you. 10k steps has been like my, it has been my guiding force, I think. I do it in here, by the way, from the front of the desk, which the desk ends here, to that door. I just go back and forth. It's 6 to 7 steps. You know? Every day, but you know, I put something on. I have something like mentally engaging. That pictocross stuff is good because a bigger one will take me like anywhere from 6 to like 15 minutes even. So I can just be like on that, and you know, 15 minutes pass, and I've done, you know, 1.5 to 2k steps. Hey, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Yeah, it's however you can achieve the goal. If you have a goal and you're able to strike it and set it, and that makes you feel, well, that will make you feel good. That's you know, that's like Pavlov's dog dinner bell, like bing, bing, you know? Running like a tiger in a cage. I am the tiger in the cage. That's right. It's, you know, I have the option to go and walk out around, you know, particularly because it's been nice and warm. I could walk in the garden, I could walk around the neighborhood, I could walk in the house. There is a space to walk around in the house, but I've come to like it. You know, there's like a solitariness. There's something nice to having this strange little routine. Yeah, needed to hear that. Thank you. Hey, I'm very, very glad. I'm very, very glad. Concerts in Germany this year? Not planned as of yet, but I would love to. I would love to. Longest length of time you've gone without singing? A very long time. You know, every time this one gets me. Walking through, yeah, but it's about finding something that distracts you from it, right? And then you don't notice the chore. And once like the muscles are all built up, at first it was like I would. Sorry, I have totally derailed where, but this stuff is. I feel it's very important. But I've gone long amounts of time without singing. I spend a lot of my life silent. I think people would probably be quite surprised by that, particularly considering just how much I blab on these lives. What was I saying? I've completely lost it. I've lost the plot. It's yes, it's about finding things that distract you from the task at hand. Oh, it's gone. Mental health and walking, certainly. Elliptical machine. Oh yeah, I was gonna say, like, when I first started, just like the idea of doing 10 steps was kind of ludicrous, right? Because I didn't have the muscular structure, I didn't have the tools necessary to do it. They were hidden within me. It's not that I didn't have them, actually. That is a very important distinction, I think. They were hidden away inside of me as potential energy, right? And by slowly doing the thing, by slowly acclimating, and by building and by expressing that potential, I'm now at a point where I feel a lot better. I said it in a post in a little group where I don't wear my watch on its loosest setting anymore. I wear it on the 3rd or now even 4th loosest setting, which is progress. It's progress. Can't hear me above the music. Oh god, I've been ranting to myself. Mel. 2 weeks ago, I'm very sad seeing Jonathan today. Mel, my deepest condolences, and I'm glad that I can be here for you. Glad that I can be here for you. Yes, apologies. I have just been ranting to myself for the last few minutes under the music. But you know, I do not keep track, right? I think it's very important to know yourself. Why are so many people asking if I'm single? Yes, I am. If you must know. I see a lot of people asking. Sure, I am, yes. But I know myself, and I know that if I check the number, and I see that I haven't gone down as much as I want to, or if things aren't as I expect them to be, I will lose all motivation. I will feel, there is no way that this is worth it. It's a horrible thing. It's a horrible mindset to have, but it is just, unfortunately, it's knowing that about myself is the first step, right? And so I don't check. I just keep doing what I can do, and that's what I can do, right? That's what I can do, and until until I get myself in better shape, I do what I can do, and then once I am in slightly better shape, which I'm starting, I'm at, starting to now, and, it's slow and steady progression is the only true way with all things. A fast track there will always be a downside, and as people, I think we are just programmed to avoid downsides, and we're programmed to stare intently at them as well, I think. So, yeah. I kinda, baby steps. Do what you can. That is the philosophy. Do what you can. Don't worry about what you can't. For now. It was 5:14 and it's now 3:14. That is incredible. That is incredible. That is incredible to hear. I will keep trying. I will never surrender. Never. I will keep fighting. Regardless of the situation. Zoil, hey man. Yo. Hi. Oh, bro. Didn't expect to see you here, sweetheart. East Coast USA. No plans currently, but I would like to. I would like to if you got, if you've got an offer. Yeah, small adaptations to your behavior will steadily add up to something. I'm just thank you very much. It's got it this December, I think, while I was out in the States. I think it was just before. Man, it feels like my feet have not touched the ground since before Christmas. Linda, thank you. I'm glad I can be here on your journey, and I wish you the best. I really, really do. Make to Florida one day? I think I will. It's been a someone caught it. It's been a long time. It's been a long time since I've been to Florida, and most, not all, but most of my Floridian voyages have been a holiday, a vacation. Just scrolling up. I'm just scrolling up, seeing all the sweet, the beautiful things that you're saying. First time checking. Hi, Diane. Yeah, I'm having a pretty wonderful time. Hi from Syria. Hello, from sunny Hainault. Fear of flying, taking to think you're ready now. Hey, that is excellent to hear. You're conquering. You are conquering. Becoming ever stronger. That's the name of the game. Very, very nice. There in January. Oh yeah, we went back there. Yeah, man. See, I can't even keep track of where I am or what my name is. Volume 2. We'll see what happens, huh? Most love. So I often feel that way. I often genuinely feel that way. I said to the man I was talking to today about the thing about which I cannot speak, that I often say and feel as though I am the world's luckiest man. I've been given everything. You guys, just. My family, I've had everything in this world. It is, you bless me every day. How long does it take you to learn new music? It really depends. Depends how much I listen to it. Really depends how much I'm interested in it. If something really catches me, I can have the features of it on first listen. And if not, it can take It can take months to really perfect something, and it usually does take longer to perfect something, but to have the general structure of something and to, just to throw it out there and to start, it can be a really short process. Big variation, basically. Sonia, thank you very, very much. I very much appreciate it. Oh, and Tina, the ting. Thank you very, very much. Thank you for the supers. Do you play musical instruments? I anything that has sort of a guitar-like shape, to like an oud or a lute or a bass or a guitar, obviously. Those fellas, I can work my way around them, roughly. Any new keyboards, I have not felt the need. I just tried to pick up the keyboard that I use, and I couldn't get the right grip on it. That's how ridiculously heavy duty this thing is. It's a reproduction Model F. Thank you very, very much, by the way. I got it as a birthday gift. Incredible thing. I'm not gonna let it hit the desk because it is so heavy. It may just fall right through. That is a reproduction Model F, F77, I think. Really, really nice. Which is a reproduction of a very old keyboard here. It's interesting that we go back to go forwards and that kind of thing. Ukulele, I play. I can see behind this screen, in its little yellow bag, there is, in fact, a little yellow ukulele. Well, was I singing as a young boy? Yeah, I've always had like interest in music and making noise. I didn't start taking lessons until high school, but I did a bunch of productions. I was the king in The King and I when I was in year 4, maybe? Yeah, so I would have been 10-ish? So I mean, what's your music has got me through some empty chairs. Polgara, thank you. Thank you for sharing that with me. Thank you. Wow. To be part of your journey, that inspires me, and that is the reason that I do this. Can we play something? You mean one of the demos? I do have some old demos that I never released. Let me try and find them. Yeah. Shall I let I'll let this one play out. Why don't I? Kind of rude to interrupt it. Not to imply that you were trying to. I'm missing. Yes, Donna, that is my sister. Empty chairs in the golf. Thank you. I'm struggling to remember the name at the moment, but yeah, I've been. It's been a little while since I messed around with it, but yeah, I've been messing around with that instrument. Remember when there were no cables? Oh, aha! I gotcha. God, that took me a second. It made me feel young again. Thank you for that. Bring him home from limit. Yeah, back when I was like a kid, 14, which is a kid. Let's get real. That was like one of the ones that made me sort of fall in love with singing. Natural talent versus training. I would. Okay, God. It's hard. It's so difficult for me to say. My personal belief is that everyone could have okay. Before this one continues, let me find. I've got them, but I think that each voice is unique and individual, and I'm fortunate in that sense. But the technical aspects and all of those things, they can all be learned. So I think it really is all learning and how you incorporate that. And that's not like a function of intelligence. That's just some ethereal otherwise thing, right? That someone who is probably very, very smart someday will probably figure out. But for the moment, we just sort of, it's a little, that kind of thing. My sincere belief is that anyone can learn to do it. Anyone can learn. if it takes you from step one of learning like what pitches sound how they sound different, then it just does. You can still learn. It'll just take you commitment, dedication, and stuff like that. All those wonderful words. Speaking of wonderful words, let me put this on. Let's hope that this is the right thing. Yeah, this guy does not sound anything like me. Or at least not like I do now, I think. I would love to do some lessons. I'm saying it publicly for the first time ever. Dimash, of course. Everyone's heard Dimash. Everyone who wants to sing has heard Dimash. I can turn it up a little. I see skies of blue and clouds of white. She watched the Jonathan Antoine. Thank you. It means a lot to me that she enjoyed it and that you would share that with me. Thank you. What a wonderful world. The colors of the rainbow, so pretty in the sky, are also on the faces of people going by. I see friends shaking hands, saying, "How do you do?" They're really saying, "I love you." I hear babies cry, I watch them grow. They'll learn much more than I'll ever know. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. I think to myself, what a wonderful Pavarotti and Sting together? Yes, I have. I absolutely have. One of my favourites of those was Ordinary World. I would love someday to tackle that one. J-Ro, Moments in Time. Yeah. Ah, thank you. I'm glad that that you're still enjoying it. Very, very glad. Miles. Ah, thank you, Dave. Thank you. Well, that's the key thing. I never want to be anyone's idol or to be idolized. I think it's a dangerous thing because we are all wrought of the same flesh and blood. We ought not to place one person above another. We are a brotherhood, in my opinion. So, you know, why would I hold myself above anyone else? That is my P.O. box that people are posting for some reason. And, you know, sometimes we get very wrapped up. It's very easy to get wrapped up because we are all great and wonderful. It is a great and wonderful thing that we're here at all. Is it not? Is it not special just to be here? And so anything else is wonderful, incredible, remarkable. But that's happening for everyone. We must remember. But, you know, same token, if you remember that every minute of every day, you'll go nuts. So just, you know, it's just a nice thing to have in the back of your head when you get annoyed with someone, right? Is that their life is just as wild and crazy and varied and beautiful and wonderful and full of hardship and smiles as yours is. Bang. Love from America, love from the UK. We just healed the international relations there. That was beautiful. Thank you very much. Thank you. That's I think, square egg. I think all things in this life are a gift in some aspect. But yeah, I would like to think that it's mostly, at least, my gusto behind it that is what made it a thing, If unpolished, if unmined, a gem has no value, I suppose. Right? A diamond only has that value because someone, dug it up out of the value sort of comes from the endeavor in a way, which that's a whole other ethical thing, but I'm just using it as a metaphor, for goodness sake. So yeah, Fox come around for a visit, lady. She comes every single day. Every day I have beautiful wildlife. Almost 70 million total views on my YouTube. Wow. That's wild. Can you drive if not car? I cannot. There was a time in my life when I deeply desired a VW camper van. Because look at me. Of course I did. Nowadays I don't know. Something of some utility, I suppose. No sports cars. I'm not, obviously, not that type. Never mind. I had a joke there, but we shan't self-disparage in this stream, shall we? Light bringer. Thank you, J-Ro. That's how I feel about each and every one of you. I think every person has the capacity to do that, to lighten the burden upon the human soul. If you want to be grandiose. Rebecca, thank you so very much. And I think that with our demo played and some wonderful philosophies examined, I think we'll start wrapping it up. What do you think? Because it's getting a little late. Great question. I'm searching for it. Modern day 310. Pick one of the two. I think that if Mr. Smith, Dave, I think if I answer that question, I may be in big trouble. One more. I can do that. I can play the Lilac Wine demo. Some of you might have heard. Well, if you've heard one, you've probably heard the other, and if you've not, then come back more often. I think I might. My 2CV in front. Hey. More Jonathan Antoine's in this one. Oh, thank you. I am no magical legend of power and wizardry. I'm just a bloke, just a fella, at the end of the day. And if I don't know, I find it so hard to self-aggrandize, I guess. But if I hope that other people kind of do take the things I'm saying seriously, and clearly a lot of you are, and that is like so fulfilling, so magical. I'm just a singer, really. That's what you know me for. But to have people care about the words that I'm saying and the words that I'm singing, what a blessing. What a blessing. I'm gonna let the Regresa a mí play out, and then I will put on Lilac Wine, and then I'll start saying goodbye. And you know what? That would be pretty cool. A big Harley Davidson. That would be an image for sure. Not just thank you. I would like for that. I would like for people to see me that way. That I'm more than just a singer. But I would not begrudge anyone who thinks of me in that fashion, right? Because that's a position that I've set up for myself, right? I have lived that reality. I've sung. You know, I did it. Me. Looking better and sounding better. Thank you. I'm trying my best. I really am. You know, for a long time, I just wanted to be around for a good time and not a long time. And now I realize that that's a really silly phrase, and that those things aren't mutually exclusive. Like, you know, Carol, jeez. What's my next project? I am building a rocket to the moon. No, I can't quite say. I'm not building a rocket to the moon though. Via Bell, thank you so very much. Again, thank you for all the supers, all the support. Yeah, I already live an incredibly blessed life, and to have you like supporting my incredible crazy dreams, any of you, it's just wicked. And that support takes many forms, you know. Just being here, as I said earlier, is like incredible. I've had like, I think this might be like the highest we've had like concurrently, stably. I try not to check it, but the chat is on the same page as the view numbers, so you know, kind of inevitable. But yeah, it's wonderful. It's wonderful. So we'll play Lyric Wine. Work in the industry, you help build a rocket. Excellent. Through the community, I think we could assemble quite the crack team of experts, couldn't we? How's Mum? We're getting on, you know. We survive. We pull through every day, and we don't stop fighting. That is the magic of the human spirit. Trey West. Goodness gracious me! Thank you very, very much. Whew, thank you. Here we go. I'm putting it on. Here we go. Let's turn it up a little. Lost myself on a cool, damp night. I gave myself in that misty light. Was hypnotized by a strange delight. Under a lilac tree. Kindness, I think, is vital. I made wine from the lilac tree. Put my heart in its recipe. Makes me see what I want to see, and be what I want to be. And I think more than I want to think, do things I never should do, drink much more than I ought to drink, because it brings me back you. I have played a lot of Dungeons and Dragons. Probably a few thousand hours, but it's been a long time. And heady, like my love, lilac wine, I feel unsteady. Listen to me,
everything so hazy? Isn't that she's coming
Miss
to
Minnie,
me?
thank you, thank you.
Nearly here. Lilac wine is sweet and heady. Where's my love? Lilac wine, I feel unsteady. Where's my love? Listen to me. Why is everything so hazy? Isn't that she? Or am I just going crazy, dear? Lilac wine.
Thank you, Christine, thank you.
I feel unready for my love. Feel unready for my
Oh, goodness. Someone was asking. I mean, a few really good questions got asked. Someone asked, what would I be if I wasn't a singer? But I fear the answer would be a little bit macabre. But I feel just giving that as an answer is more than enough for those. Do you ever cry when you sing? When I'm initially learning a song, sometimes that is quite an issue. There was one time, well, twice technically. Once where I couldn't finish a performance. This was, you know, as a child, basically. And once in Turkey, where I was singing when I'm back on my feet again, and I was pretty early into it, so I hadn't been able to fully like steel harden myself against just how like deep that song cuts into me. Sorry, you probably couldn't hear a thing I was saying over the what am I doing over the music. Forgot to turn it down. But yeah, so I try not to have it be a problem, but sometimes the lyrics do just hit you in a way. They just hit you in a strange way. What do I think when I hear recordings of myself? I pick it apart, of course, as you know. When during that, I heard that one of the harmonies, the harmony sang the wrong word at a point, and I was like, oh, there we go. That's there he is. There's me. Oh, you heard me fine. Perfect. Good. Nick Cave, of course I've heard of Nick Cave. Henry Lee would be a good. Hey, I'll check it out. Yeah, I do love exploring a little bit of the sort of mid-low range. That's pretty good. Must Tell Like Wine, What a Wonderful Life. That would be really yeah, possibly. These are pretty high quality demos, I think. I've made some demos myself that have been real not high quality, and they're pretty good. American Tour, Washington State, please, Gloria. I will try my very best for you. I will. It's difficult, but I will try my best for you. And thank you again for the supers. Do you write music? Kind of. I love from Japan, love from the UK. Thank you very much. You rock. I love your voice. I love you. Singing it in that atmosphere. Never forget the first time you heard me sing. Thank you very, very much, man. Yeah, I mean, I've been talking about stuff that's like 2 years ago and saying, hey, oh man, that feels like a lifetime ago, but yeah, that kind of was a lifetime. You know? Whew. Just scrolling up, just doing last checks before boarding. Yeah. Hey, no, you're not. That's good to hear. That is good to hear. Glad to be here. Glad to be here. Scrolling. Everybody, yeah, it's until it happens. Yeah, I love it. Oh, that was one of those where, like, yeah, I had to process it before I could like get to it, because that is a heavy song. Yeah, real men cry, man. I'd maybe cry a little bit more often, more often than I'd like, but you know, it's better out than in. Better out than in, ladies and gentlemen. That should go for most things, I think. Trying to do so via bell. Yes, I have. I've been doing 10k steps. I've been I did a whole segment a bit earlier in the stream. This should be available for you. You should be able to scrub back in it. And I talked pretty passionately about the journey, the weight journey. So yeah, I believe in you. I believe in you. Yeah, it's been wonderful, ladies and gentlemen. I think we'll start wrapping up with your wonderful success. What do you still wish to accomplish? So many things. No, do not apologize at all. No need to apologize. Yeah, totally understandable. Yeah, I had the arrogant thought very early on that I had done so much and that there was nothing left for me to do. Angelica Flores, hello. But that is like the arrogance of youth, unfortunately, and my younger self would punch me if he heard me say such a thing. But you know, it happens. You get older, you get wiser. Even if you think you're really wise when you're young. Yeah. But I want to spread. I want to spread this message of just, you know, everyone's the same, flesh and blood. I want people to really recognize that, because it's so muddled under the hefty weight of ideology. There always has to be like big stuff, you know, to divide and to, I don't know. I'm not a particularly politically minded person, and I don't really like engaging with politics in the way that we do. I think it's very mean a lot of the time. Give me hope today. Hold on to that hope and never let go. Never ever let go. Hold on loosely and never let go. yeah. I mean, yeah. In as few words, it is a bit of a flaming garbage pile. But you know, it's kind of has to. In a way, it has to be to get stuff done, right? Like, because people look at the flaming garbage pile and they say, "Whoa, that thing's on fire and made of garbage, guys. we gotta do some stuff, right?" If you have a big, like a nice big hill with nice grass on it, you look at it for a second and you're like, that's nice, and you move along, unfortunately. But that's, you know, it's negativity bias. It's stuff that helped us survive in nature, but doesn't really do it quite as well now that we live in this hyper complicated structured thing. And like our structures are not evolving in tandem with us, I don't think. That's we gotta find a balance, you know. Hi to Charlie and Vivian. Hello. Very special, right? But yeah, that's one of the things I would I worry about, right? Because I don't want people to get the impression that I'm saying we're all the same. But at a fundamental point, we're all made of the same stuff, right? There's no reason to think of another person as other to you. They are different to you. They are not the same as you, but they're not other. It's a really hard distinction to make with words, but I feel like the idea is there. Maybe. Please come to Japan. I'd love to. I would love to. Same heart, same fears, same needs. Right, it's like when you cut us open, we all look pretty similar type thing, which is a very, very weird thing to say. But you know what I'm saying. Yeah. But all of these things kind of need to be said, right? This is the natural flow of things, right? We must, if I'm saying that we're all, there must then be that counterpoint where it's where all things must exist in balance. Just woke up. You missed most of it, unfortunately. Still play Pokemon? I haven't played since whichever was the one before Sword and Shield. I didn't play Sword and Shield, but I still like the cards. I bought some Evolving Skies booster boxes whilst I was in Canada, I think, most recently. And they were like pretty. They were retail price then, and since then they're like a bunch of money now. So I'm just kind of holding on to them. I don't know what I'm doing with them. They're just collecting dust in my house. Pure soul. Soul with a V. Sovel. Pure soul. Yeah. Cool, he's wonderful. I don't have a download of Lilac Wine yet. Maybe we'll put it up somewhere. Maybe. Be kind and never eat pears. Fair enough. Oh, brilliant. Yeah. I'll try not to leave it so long next time. I'll try not to leave it so long. Do you go back later and read through all this? See what you missed? No. Me? No. Shopping in Toronto, man. I wanna go out of this saying, oh, musical theatre stuff. A little bit, I've sung it, but I still don't have the discipline to do real theatre yet. I don't think. I'm working on that though, so I'm working on that. Antoinette, thank you very, very much. Thank you. I'm glad. It's always nice to come away from an evening with just a real sort of bright pain right about here, right in the cheeks. It's been a good night. Christine looks over it. Thank you, Norma. Thank you for letting. That is wonderful. I'm thinking of her as well, of course. Yes, sooner rather than later. Will I ever perform in Australia? I might. We'll see. Thank you for all of the incredible positivity. What gives me hope? Everything. Looking out of my window and seeing that despite all of the derisive division, all of the madness online, all of the poisonous information, all of the people are just walking down the street, they're living their lives, they're existing, right? That like these bubbles are not reality. Reality is reality. The world itself and living in it gives me great hope. Ever considered working with a charismatic voice? I would love to. She seems awesome. I love her stuff with Will Ramos. He is a legend as well. Absolutely ridiculous voice. Insane. Really cool shout there. Really cool shout. Charismatic voice. Shout out. I'm never gonna leave. I just keep getting. But yeah, the living in a beautiful world and being one of the incredible select few who gets to experience it is the most hopeful and beautiful thing. like how few creatures there even are in the universe to experience it existing, as far as we can tell. Like that's pretty special. Oh, anyway, inhale the future, exhale the past. Very nice. One almost got me again. Oh man. Yes, and of course, the family, love from the family, love from me, love from the cats, love from the foxes, love from all the critters in the garden, and to all of you, all over the world. It really is, and the fact that it's still all over the world, and that people still care, and that I hope people will continue to care, that is more than I could ever ask for. So thank you. It's good. Always feel young. Never lose the joy of seeing the world as a child. I think it's helped me a lot, right? When you have that childlike curiosity about everything, it's you kind of fall in love with everything. And I hope that you can fall in love with everything. That's what I'd like, very much. Okay. Farewell, ladies and gentlemen. Concerts here in Norway. I love Norway. I love Sweden. I love that whole area. I want to go there. Please, someone. Please. I want to go everywhere. I just want to. Please, I want to visit you. I want to see what incredible things the world has to offer. I want to sing in the most beautiful places, and I want to meet you people, and I want to tell you, as I do on these, just how much you've changed my life and how much that means. I'm here, I'm here at all. Thank you, everyone from everywhere. Thank you. Have a beautiful evening. Puerto Rico, hopefully soon. I would love to come back to that area of the world. Big hugs from me, my uncle. I had to pick this up. I'm glad you are here to catch the end. Thank you, everyone, for all of the support. Of course, again, goodness, I don't want to cuss, but goodness gracious me, what in the world? Yeah, thank you so much. I love you all very much. I'll be with you. I'll be with you all soon. And again, I won't leave it as long next time. Ta-ta, everyone. Goodbye.